Young. I attend the Bolton campus of King's Church, where I've been attending with my husband and my daughter Abigail for about 4 years now. Just thinking about all the things that God's done for me in my life, honestly, I don't even know where to start, but I thought I'd just share one time which was particularly difficult for me and how God really came through for me. So in 2002, I got married, was very, very happy, attended church in Hazel Grove, and my husband at the time was a worship leader, and we just felt that everything was kind of in place and as it should be. And in 2002, I had my daughter Abigail, and probably from the night that I gave birth to her, I knew that something was really wrong. What was to turn into a number of years of really severe depression started with a condition called postpartum psychosis, which is quite an unusual illness, but affects about 2 in 1,000 women who give birth. And it's like a temporary schizophrenia. It involves delusions and insomnia, and it's a really horrific illness. It's very, very frightening. But to the person who's suffering, you feel like that is reality, and you hide that illness from other people. It wasn't until I gave birth to Abigail in October 2006, and it wasn't until the December that I was sectioned under the Mental Health Act and went to Stepping Hill Hospital. That was probably the lowest point of my life. It was a really, really terrible time. I got transferred to a mother and baby unit with Abigail. They were so lovely, the staff were amazing, but I was at such a low point in my life. I just felt that I couldn't rely on anybody. I couldn't even rely on myself. I was just in a very, very dark place. And I remember one day when Abigail was having a nap, and I went into the bathroom next door to my room, and I just sat on the floor and cried, and I was listening to Somewhere Over the Rainbow by Eva Cassidy on my iPod. And before that I'd felt suicidal, I'd had suicidal thoughts, but at this point I was really ready to take my life. I just wanted to be with Jesus. I couldn't bear to be alive, to be honest. It was horrific. And as I was sat crying, I heard a knock at the door of the bathroom, and one of the nurses said, "Joanna, your priest is here." And I remember thinking, what does she mean, your priest is here? I opened the door, still crying, my eyes out, and there was a man stood with a dog collar, full minister's outfit, if you like. And he just said to me, I'm here to see if you're okay. And he took me to another room and prayed for me and gave me a set prayer that I kept with me the whole time I was in hospital. And I remember at that moment just thinking, I'm in a locked environment. Nobody can come and see me except my husband. And God has found me in this place. He's with me. He's never going to leave me. And he's always going to provide for me and protect me. And that was a massive, massive moment for me. I went on to have other things that were very difficult. My marriage broke down. I just had about 7 years of a really, really difficult time. But I remember saying to God, you're my husband now. And he took care of me in so many ways that I just don't have time to mention. But I want you to know that however bad your situation is, however much you feel like you just can't go on, I want you to know that God is with you, that he's your provider, that he's for you, that he'll protect you, that he will bring you through anything and everything. And he has blessed me so much over the last few years. Life isn't easy, but he promises to never ever leave you or forsake you. Thank you.